My posture used to look very bad, but now it looks like this. And in this video, it's going to be the easiest guide on how to fix your posture. And it's going to be broken down into 3 steps: stretch, exercise, and most importantly, most underrated, the mindset to getting a better posture. So I used to play a lot of video games, and because I played so many video games, my back would be hunched over my shoulders, and that would create a downward neck motion. So in order to fix that, we need to stretch out our rotator cuff to have it stick back more and have that flexibility. So stretching your rotator cuff is actually really easy. And all you need is a solid floor or any surface you could lay on, like your bed. I usually do it on my bed, but today I'm gonna do it on the solid floor because I like laying down in solid concrete. So all you gotta do is lay down parallel to the floor, right? Make sure your back is nice and straight because you want a straight back at the end of the day. And 90-degree hand, and just push down, and you'll feel that nice stretch in that rotator cuff. And keep pushing down until your hand reaches the floor, or until you feel that nice deep stretch where it feels just so comfortable, you know? So yeah, if you have pain here, this is definitely the stretch to go for. But even if you have bad posture, this is the stretch to go for. And at the end of the day, right, you want to go all the way to the floor if you can. But if you can't, just do 3 sets of 30 or do it until you feel very comfortable, okay? Another quick exercise you do is to stretch your back, and it's very simple. So I'm just gonna go over it real quick. Grab a solid surface and just push down on it, and you'll feel the back stretch. And make sure you move around too to really stretch out all areas of the back and loosen up the muscles and everything in general in the back. And this should also push out. Oh my god, it feels so good. And to quickly stretch your chest, you would also want to stretch your chest. So you want to grab on a surface and just push out, and make sure you could bend your arms a little bit, but you could push out. Ooh, feel that chest up, especially the upper chest, because the upper chest is like always tight. So push it. Ooh, you can feel that stretch, and that should be helping out your muscles too. I'll do the other side. And yeah, that should finish off. Actually, one more. And to stretch the shoulders, you just do the regular shoulders. And that should, you should stretch the whole upper part because that is important for your shoulders. Ooh, this just feels so good. It's like how you stretch. This is how you fix your tight back. Yeah, so, ooh. Okay, so to exercise your back and your posture muscles, this is what you gotta do, okay? So, first step is you got to bend over and do these back rows, and make sure you have your back straight, okay? You're gonna do these. Do this. Ooh. So you want to focus on these muscles right here. And these muscles is like a straight line pulling straight to the middle. And these will is what makes your back straight and is the muscles used to make sure your back is straight and strong. So we're gonna have to work it out, right? So it's very simple to work it out. I'm put back on my shirt. Wanna one is wanna go up and down, okay? Up and down. This should work out the neck muscles too. And it's gonna work out the muscles in the back to make sure you have a nice posture, okay? It's gonna mainly work out these muscles right here and make sure your back is nice and straight, okay? So this is what creates this good posture right here, not slouched over like a bozo, but it's gonna help you straighten up your back, right? One, two, back is straight, neck is tucked. 3, 4, 5. All right, this last exercise is very simple, right? You want to work out your rear delts. So all the way to delts right here. So let me take off my clothes to demonstrate real quick. You're going to work out this muscle right here. So this back shoulder right here, and it's also important. It's an important muscle to keep your back straight, right? So in order to work it out, It's very simple. You do these. Make sure your back is straight, and you just up 1, 2, like you're a Superman. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, make sure your back is straight in all of this, and you don't want to swing. You want to keep your hands straight and use your shoulders. You want to mainly use your shoulders. Okay. So it's gonna look like this. Ooh, wait, wee. So that's gonna work out your rear delts and make sure your posture is nice and straight. This is what helped me with my running. Not like this. It's gonna help me straighten up my back, and I feel like this is the highest ROI and what I need right now because this what gave me that straight back, and it fixed my back from this to this, right? And it feels effortless right now. It literally feels effortless. It doesn't feel like I need to put too much work into making my back straight. And look how straight my back is. Damn. Look how straight. Look how straight my back is. Hey, straight as back, bro. All right. So honorable mention. We're gonna work out our rotator cuff. Okay. So this rotator cuff was also connected to the rotator cuff we did laying down, right? The one we did laying down and pushed it down. And this is going to strengthen our rotator cuff to make sure it's not weak. And since you're always hunched over when you're sitting on that desk, right? This is really going to help your shoulders out and your back out. Okay, so you're going to go like this. Like you're going to do these L same motion, right? Same motion as those sleeper stretchers, your rotator cuff stretch on the floor. Same motion, but you're just going to push it up, right? And push it up. So you don't got to go too deep. You just got to do the motion. That's what I like to do. It's nice and simple. It's not too complicated, right? It's not too complicated. And all you got to do is keep your arm 90 degrees and just go up and down, okay? Make sure you do lightweight. You don't do too heavy or else you're going to tear your rotator cuff. And all these posture exercises, I go very light. I don't go too heavy. I don't make sure it's too heavy. I go nice and weak and slow and not too heavy so I could, work out the muscles. So you also want to just do these circles, right? Do these circles, very good circles, to make sure your shoulders are nice and back, nice and loose, so you don't have tight shoulders for that good posture, okay? But one important thing I want to tell you guys about is the mindset when it comes to having a good posture. And mindset's actually most important here. This final step, confidence, is probably the most important because no matter how strong or how much you practice your back, if you don't have the confidence, if you think you're not him, you're gonna be slouched over everywhere you go. Once I started acting like I was the man, I was the top G, I was the dun 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 dun, my posture just naturally got up higher and my chest naturally just popped out and I naturally felt more confident. When you think you are not him, when you think you are less, when you think you were a loser, your posture is going to show. You're going to be hunched over and you're not going to be that attractive to anyone. I remember back in the day, I thought I was a loser. I swear to God, I thought I sucked at everything, bro. I thought I was unattractive. I even thought that I could never get a girlfriend. So everywhere I went, I would get bullied, right? I used to get picked on a lot, and my posture showed. My posture was hunched over. But one day, I came across this advice. It was like, act like the person you want to become, believe in yourself, and manifest your ideas, and manifest who you want to become. I would literally play the dun 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 in my head while I was walking to class. And I remember my chest was so high, bro. It freaking could have touched the ceiling. And that boosted my confidence, right? After I said, no, I'm not going to take no more disrespect from people. I'm not going to let them pick on me anymore. I am not going to be slouched over. I am going to be attractive and I'm going to be the most handsome person in the room, right? And I sit back, chest out, and act confident. Even though I'm not confident, I'm just going to act confident and pretend I am the man. And that really boosted my posture so much because if you think you are lesser than a man, you're gonna be stuck where you're at, and no matter how much back exercises, no matter how many stretches, no matter how many exercises you do, you're gonna be stuck at the same spot. And I remember at one point, like I think it was like last year or something, last year and a half ago, I was actually at my lowest point. I was very sad, and that was a time when I probably was failing everything, and I thought I'd probably mount to nothing, right? So at that point, my posture was bad. But then after I started recovering from that period and telling myself I could become a better person, I could become a man, my posture suddenly reflected on my beliefs. And your posture represents your beliefs and how confident you are, right? That's why your belief is very important. That's why believing in yourself is probably more important than no matter how many exercises you do. Your belief is probably the biggest important thing. And when I changed my beliefs, suddenly, I could go 3 weeks without exercising, and my back would be like this if my if my confidence was there. But obviously your confidence is gonna drop if you don't exercise, but you get the point. So definitely stay confident, bro. That's a message to myself and to my younger self too, bro. Stay confident, bro. And definitely staying confident helped me a lot. In my journey, staying confident helped me a lot. It made me more just relaxed and back straight